Where'd you get such a nice sweater, by the way?
Sweater. That's a sweatshirt, Davey.
Yeah.
But you're right. It looks pretty good on me too, doesn't it? Did you call this a sweater?
Yeah. My wife calls it hoodie.
It's a hoodie, yeah, man. That's what.
Is it a hoodie?
Should I do the show like this?
John, good to have you back. Agree or disagree, Kevin Gausman is going to be the ace of this Jays staff season long.
Hey, Dave, does it really matter who your ace is? You know what? I will tell you this. People argue that he's their top guy, and then you're going to have guys that like Manoah. This past weekend, you saw the old Manoah. He stepped up under the pressure in Yankee Stadium and delivered like he did all last year. So maybe the big question will be who starts the first playoff game, I guess, is when it will really matter. And you can just decide who's your hottest pitcher.
Doubts are starting to creep in about this Jays bullpen. We're also seeing that Nate Pearson is lights out.
Well, Dave, I don't think their bullpen's struggling that bad unless I'm missing something. The bullpens go through the ups and downs, not just individual pitchers. Sometimes, you go through those ruts, right? It wasn't too long ago the Jays offense, you couldn't stop it. 1 through 9, they were pounding it, right? But then they ran into like a good Houston pitching staff. Good pitching's going to shut it down. So that goes through waves too. So I think the Blue Jays bullpen is really good, but I will say this, Pearson's time's right. He's going to be there. He's one of their go-to guys they're counting on when they drafted him high anyway, and he can be a difference maker. But I wouldn't worry about the Blue Jays bullpen. They're solid.
Let's talk about another talented player, a former Blue Jay. Teoscar Hernandez actually makes his way back as a member of the hated Seattle Mariners. Who is one player that you remember returning to the Blue Jays that deserved this kind of ovation?
Well, you know what? I'm a big Teoscar fan, right? We picked him up from Houston when I was there, and just a wonderful human being and a great talent who's finally started to put it together, right? I haven't been there for many return engagements. I was there when Batista came back. He was with the Mets. It was a little bit different there because he was at the tail end of his career, I don't think Teoscar's in that category. Blue Jays fans are tremendous anyway. They'll celebrate him like they should, but it's not like it's Delgado coming back or Batista or Halladay coming back with the Phillies. It's a little different level than that, but he's one of the better players out there now, that's for sure.
Last week, the NFL suspends 5 NFL players for betting. Are we going to see this sort of problem in baseball as well? And is there a way to prevent it? Or is this one of those things that you are who you are?
Yeah, well, you better hope not, because everything was banned in baseball for a long time. But, everybody out there is betting on something. My grandfather was a bookie up in the Irishman up there in northern Boston. So I better not be too hypocritical.
And Pete Rose will be in the Hall of Fame when?
My gosh, he should have been there already, I think, regardless of that. And I'd just put an asterisk on his plaque. Because those guys aren't all choir boys. I get the severity of what happened, no doubt about it. Put some of the guys that are on steroids, put them in there if they're your all-time greatest performers. Put an asterisk by them and explain what happened and things like that. Because historically, they belong in the game because there's a lot of guys out there that are in the Hall of Fame now that got a free ride on that juice.
Want more John Gibbons takes? Of course you do. Sports Interaction is the official gaming partner of Gibby. Join us every Wednesday and Friday for Gibby's takes around Major League Baseball and, of course, the Toronto Blue Jays. Click the link below and subscribe to our YouTube page today.